Okay, the topic today is something I talk a lot about. It's about car insurance. But this one, I'm just going to kind of deem in on the term full coverage and collision coverage on it for it. And also with the channel, I'm working on trying to improve my sound where it's less echoey and improving just the sound quality, period. And the content period. I want to add like videos that illustrate things as well, but I just don't want the AI stuff on it. So anyway, full coverage. You may hear often people say that I have full coverage insurance and that I am completely covered because I have full coverage. But full coverage does not exist. The term full coverage insurance isn't a real insurance policy. It's just slang for having liability, collision, comprehension, but it never covers everything. Never use the term full coverage. Basically, what you want to do when you're buying car insurance, you want to go through all the coverages that are possible on it. So you'll go through the liability, which is the property damage coverage, the collision coverage, the comprehensive coverage, and the add-on options, which is rental, uninsured motorists, roadside assistance. There's also gap insurance. I have another video that goes a little bit deeper into that. But you want to just go through down all the coverages. And if you get your insurance online after buying the insurance before driving your vehicle, call the insurance company, talk to the policy services, and then go through all your coverage so you know everything that you're covered for. And all this shows on your declaration page. Okay, collision coverage. This is something that some people they actually take off their car insurance after a car is paid off, thinking that they don't need it. But the what the collision coverage does, it pays for damage to your vehicle caused by impact, no matter who caused it. You will only have to pay your deductible regardless of fault when you have collision coverage, and you always want to keep your deductible low. A lot of people use the $2,500 deductible. Don't do that. Just don't. 500. I really want to say you want to get it down to 250. Okay, so collision coverage, once again, it covers damages to your vehicle. Hold on one second. Two slides over. It covers damages to your vehicle. It does not cover if your cell phone is in the vehicle and is damaged. It doesn't cover if it floods in your home or your apartment. And it does not cover if your vehicle is vandalized by a bunch of paid protesters during a march. Okay, looking at this event right here where we see two cars have collided, this event is covered by collision coverage. You have two vehicles that have collided. You see the police coming on the scene. Never ever depend on another person's insurance to cover your car because there's no guarantee that first that other person has insurance, and then you will want to get your vehicle repaired as quickly as possible. But the other insurance company may need to talk to their person that they insured before they determine who's right or wrong on it. So you always want collision coverage on your vehicle. Okay. Also, just to add, this is another accident. Police don't always come to the scene of the accident, and the who is at fault decision may not go your way. So it's just another reason to have collision coverage. Okay. Backing is a common accident in parking lots. Many hit and runs occur in parking lot. Another reason to have collision coverage because in this case, if you only had property damage, and let's say the gray SUV backed into your car, hit your vehicle, and then drove away, you're inside shopping. You just come out and find that your vehicle's damaged, and you don't have collision. Your car won't get repaired. Well, let me check that. It won't get repaired by your insurance. Another thing it covers, such as if you lose control on the road, of maybe an animal ran in the road, or you just lost control and you hit a tree, your car is covered. In this case here, this car is heavily damaged, most likely a total loss. You would receive something for your vehicle. And that's another thing. When a vehicle is heavily damaged, insurance companies do not pay just to buy a new car in all the costs. They will pay you the value of the car. For example, let's say if you have a 2001 Toyota Camry in great condition, it gets in an accident like this, it's totaled out, they would pay you what the value in today's dollar for a Toyota Camry of that. Even though you had a running car, and now you do have money, but at least you get something, because if you don't have collision, then you wouldn't get nothing. But it's still always good to have collision coverage. A lot of people don't have it because they say, well, if it gets totaled, they'll pay out, but it won't be enough for recovery. But at least you will get something. Okay. Okay. It's just another example of vehicle losing control on the freeway. May have been hit in the back and struck the wall. Collision coverage will cover this. Okay. Also, things falling off other people's cars or commercial vehicles. We do have cases where ladders have fallen off vehicles and struck vehicles, and the other like truck just keeps going. And because you're hit, you have no information. Your collision coverage would come in play here. You would just take photos of everything, the ladder and everything at the scene at the safest condition. Most likely the highway patrol would come out because they got to get that ladder out of the road. In a sitting like this, where you got inclement weather, this car for some reason lost control and flipped over, that would be covered as well. Yep, and this is an example like this. This can be two things, like in cases like this where you have bad weather and you lost control and you hit like a pack of snow, and you might just need to get your car towed out of there. Just because you're out of there, you can use roadside assistance to come get your vehicle. That's covered. And similar to an event that was in the news either yesterday or the day before, there's a big snowstorm coming through, and because of that, there was a lot of large multi-car pileups on freeways. When a multi-car pileup happens, it's very hard for the insurance company to determine who is liable unless there's a video. So this is another case to have collision coverage. So if you have collision, you won't have to worry. Your insurance company will find out where your vehicle is, or you would find out, let your insurance know. They will get it, repair it, or in this case, if you're this vehicle here, it will be just totaled out and paid out. Other vehicles look like they could be repaired. And also, just looking at this photo here, you might see like, why are these cars turned around? These cars could have collided, causing them to spin, as you see is bad weather, to where they're facing against traffic, and then these cars came up and collided with them again. In cases like this, it's very hard to determine liability, especially with bodily injury in that case. Hitting curbs. People hit curbs a lot, especially in cars that they're just driving, or if you let your teenager drive the car, or a friend, somebody that's not used to driving your car, they just don't have the correct feel or don't have what they call a good feel for the car. So when they're turning or they're getting close to the curb, if they're going to hit it. We have a lot of hit curbs where like in this case, the tire would be damaged, the rim damaged, and also the suspension could be damaged as well internally. Another reason to have insurance, collision coverage. Also towing. Even if you may not have roadside assistance, but if your car is struck by another vehicle or you hit a fixed object, you can call for towing from your insurance company, and they'll come pick it up at no charges from you. Also storage. If your vehicle's in a storage lot, or if it's taken to a repair shop and they're charging you storage fees and it's determined to be a total loss, then they will have to pay, your insurance would pay for that. Just to make that sound a little bit more clear, basically you get in a car accident, you have collision, call your insurance company, they can get your vehicle towed. If it's in a storage lot, they'll pay for the storage lot. If it's at a shop, that's good, it's already there. But if it comes determined that it needs to get moved out of that shop and that repair shop is charging storage, your insurance company will pay for the storage. The biggest thing is, I would say, if you get in a car accident, document everything at the scene as much as you can. Use your phone. That phone is everything. Take photos of the other vehicle, the scene, note the date and time, location of the accident. Your phone can help you do that as well. The biggest reason why I say everybody should keep collision coverage, because when an accident happens, it doesn't matter whose fault it is. The biggest thing is getting your vehicle repaired so you can get back on the road. Cars are some of the most needed things for people today at this time. Okay, and as I say, now you know the truth. Please share and let me know your thoughts. Thank you. I hope it sounded right. All right, me too.